Welcome back to Prison Architect, everybody. Welcome back to Morningwood, where last time we left off, we finished the Ambrosia district, okay? Or at least I kind of had. Like, offline, I tarted up the place a little bit. Like, I let the game run for a few days. I got the bank balance back up to probably about 90. And then I promptly spent like $7,000 of it, putting in hot water pipes, sticking down some flowers, some water fountains, some stuff like that, you know, just to make the Ambrosia district a little bit better. I've had to turn off super sampling for now. I've done the latest Windows update, and honestly, like, my PC is kind of, I know, I didn't like it, so I'm going to roll that back at some point. But I for now on just turned off super sampling. We're back on multi-sampling, which does mean little jaggedy edges in some places, you know, and weird lines popping up. But I figured today, I mean, the one thing we really need to do is get a start on this kind of like bigger house district and stuff. I'm looking forward to doing that. But there's a few other things we have to note. First of all, if I want to get this daily cash flow up, I need to get some exports on the go. Okay, oh my god, look at this. What a mess. Oh my god, it's all just staff meals. What the hell? Why have we got so many staff meals? Why aren't they storing them somewhere? Seriously, why aren't they storing these staff meals somewhere else? Oh, what's going on in here? It looks like a bit of a rumble has kicked off. Little Gamer Gurk don't care here with the Mohican. Sequin Dan? Oh, what are you doing, Sequin Dan? Okay, look, let's get somebody in here, shall we? Let's get a couple of people in here just to calm things down. Maybe somebody, you know, somebody spilt somebody's drink. Maybe like you know, they dropped, I don't know, a turd in one of their plates, on one of their plates or something while they were trying to eat their food. You know, I can imagine that's the kind of thing that goes on, you know, behind closed doors. But it looks like these two guys over here, Sequin Dan and Joshua Louderman, the twins that we got that came in at the same time, looks like they're the perpetrators of this little rumble. You know, maybe they've had like a family argument. You know. It looks like Richard Wyatt's come in to try and calm things down. You know, maybe he's friends with Joshua, and he's like, hey, I'm just standing up for my friend, guys. You know, like he was in a fight, he needed some help. I was just standing up for him. But it looks like we've calmed the perpetrators down now. We've given them a stern talking to. Sequin Dan's been given the new shirt from the looks of things as well, which is nice. You know, probably just to get rid of the one that's all covered in blood. But I figured today we could have a look at like some new intake. Okay, look, we've got these guys who've come in today. Okay, who have we got here? Scott Stacey, Matt Hurdley, Benjamin Page. Oh man, I mean, you look like you're straight out of some kind of 80s pop band. You know, I mean, I'm sure plenty of people will know who I'm talking about there. But I think maybe we'll follow Benjamin for a little bit. You know, see what he's got to tell us. See what kind of story he's got. We're going to speed the game up a little bit, though, because there's no point running it at one speed. It's going to take the guards forever to come and get these guys anyway, so I'll speed it up to 3 for now, all right? I don't like to... Oh, here we go. Right, he's come straight over and picked up Benjamin. That's what I like to see. I don't like to run it at 3 speed when we're trying to follow these guys around, you know? But, oh, my God, there's one of those parole gangs. They're getting violent. Oh... So it looks like Benjamin's brought something into the village with him. Given his possession and intent to supply, I can imagine that maybe he's bought some kind of doobie. Oh no, it's a hammer. It's a hammer. Maybe Benjamin... Okay, so Benjamin had a hammer on him. All right, so maybe that means that outside of Morningwood, Benjamin was a carpenter. Okay? So perhaps he's got quite a big family, right? He's got an ex-wife, 2 sons, 2 daughters, and a mother. Okay? So perhaps, like, his carpentry business, maybe it went under, okay? Like, maybe he spent all of his time making bespoke wooden horses, okay, for dressage practice, all right? But, of course, a lot of people don't do dressage practice on wooden horses. They use, like, real horses and stuff. So his carpentry business kind of went under, all right? His skill that he spent his entire life studying... you know, he just, it was wasted on him. But you know, his carpentry business went under. He was still had a positive outlook on life. Went and signed up on job seekers, you know, as you'll want to do when you know you lose your job, and of course never managed to get hired again anywhere. And now at the old age of 27, you know, he just kind of gave up. His ex-wife, you know, was his wife, obviously, decided, Benjamin, you've given up, okay? I've tried to help you through your troubles, but I'm leaving you now for your partner in the carpentry business, okay? He's gone off. He's made a successful business, all right, producing those little wooden pegs that you get in IKEA furniture that hold the shelves on and things. Yeah, he's, you know, he is now the love of my life, Benjamin, and I'm leaving you. I'm taking your 2 sons and your 2 daughters. I mean, I'm guessing that son and that daughter are twins. I mean, this is a pretty close age gap, isn't it? She was really pumping them out, let's be honest. And of course, it turns out that the youngest one, the 5-year-old, that is actually that's not Benjamin's. Okay, so distraught, you know, Benjamin went to live with his mother, 47. Kind of was just standing around the street corners, you know, serving up some mighty fine weed, and one of our you know, enlightened Morningwood residents probably found him and was like, "Oh, dude, this is some nice weed. You know where they like nice weed? Morningwood, bro." And you know, he told him about Morningwood. He said, you know, all of your problems, they can be dealt with in Morningwood. And here he is. He's come to work with us. Okay, so it looks like, you know, instantly Benjamin has put himself in a good position here. He's put himself in my good books, because he's taken up a mop. He's decided to do a little bit of work. Okay, he wants to keep this place clean. He's as proud of Morningwood as we are, and he's only just arrived here. You know, I'm proud of you, Benjamin. You keep up the hard work that you're doing right now. So I guess, like, producing bespoke wooden horses for dressage is a pretty weird skill to kind of learn, isn't it? But Benjamin, he went for university to do the standard kind of carpentry stuff. That's pretty normal. But then, of course, in order to learn how to carve dressage horse practice dummies, you know what I mean, he went and he had to climb a mountain, okay? And at the top of this mountain was a little old man. And that little old man had, of course, spent his entire life making, you know, little dressage horses and stuff. And yeah, that's where Benjamin spent, like, a large amount of his youth, mainly from the age of 9 to about the age of 15. And then, of course, once he was, like, you know, this is before, like, university, of course. I mean, I know the timeline doesn't quite work out, but just bear with me here, all right? He was a pretty smart kid, all right? He completed university at the age of 7. That's just how smart Benjamin used to be, okay? But it turns out that, like, living at the top of a mountain with low air pressure, you know, not a lot of blood gets to your brain, and Benjamin, he kind of lost a lot of his smarts, okay? Especially when he wasn't actually learning any book smarts. He was learning wooden dressage horse smarts, which it's not really gonna help you in the real world, let's be honest. And yeah, so, like, when he was done with his training, he obviously left, climbed down this mountain, and you know, maybe halfway down he got frostbite. Okay, he started to hallucinate. All right, he hallucinated that people were, you know, trying to bring him warm blankets. Okay, you know, to keep himself warm. But of course, when you get into bed, normally you don't wear your shoes. You know, so Benjamin, as an idiot, took off his snowshoes and stuff, and then just, like, walked the rest of the way down, hallucinating. Of course, you know, he was seeing little pink Christina Aguilera monsters all over the place. Yeah, but he ended up with frostbite in both of his feet, had to have them amputated, and now he's got metal feet, okay? So as Benjamin's walking down the road, chatting with Sexton there, you can hear his little feet clinking away on the paving stones. So that's how Benjamin judges the grading of a place. He kind of looks at the paving stones, you know, how well are they looking after these paving stones? How well are they? Oh, sorry about that, Benjamin. It looks like Benjamin's taking a little turd. He's probably making space for his dinner a little bit later on in the day. But yeah, Benjamin, he judges the quality of a place by what he hears, okay? The noises that his feet make on the flagstones. That's just the way he does things. If, you know, he's walking around, he can hear lots of little clink noises, and the you know, it's not steady footing. He knows that, like that bit just coming out of the house, you know, it's a little bit rocky for poor Benjamin because of his metal feet. But here, he's like, wow, these paving stones, they're a little bit grubby, but they're some of the finest damn paving stones I think I've ever seen in my life. Of course, you know, He's just saying good morning to the officers. I wonder where Benjamin's going. What do you think he's going to do right now? I wonder if he's going shopping. He's probably going to check out the famous, Morningwood shopping mall. Because, of course, we need to come up with a motto for the Morningwood shopping mall, like one of those really cheesy TV adverts where we get all of the owners of the shops to kind of sing and, perform in an advert. Oh, Benjamin's getting his hair cut. Good call, man. Good call. I mean, honestly, I kind of like your hair as it is. So it looks like he's just had it trimmed, which is absolutely perfect by me. I think your hair is spot on, Benjamin. Don't change a thing, all right? I don't care what your ex-wife says. I don't care if she's run off with that dashingly handsome Liam Neeson lookalike of an ex-carpentry partner that you had. You're a handsome man as you are, Ben. Never change, okay? Just stay as you are. So, I mean, he's had his hair cut, He chatted with Adam Wood, as he I think it was Adam Wood. I can't remember what the guy's first name was now. Yeah, I had a little chat. I don't know where he's heading now, though. Looks like he might be heading back to his new digs to go and have a chat with his flatmates. I mean, it is very much student living, in the building that Benjamin lives in. Jesus Christ, he's getting pushed around by a worker. He doesn't appreciate that, He was having a nice time. All of a sudden, there's a little bit of aggro in his life. But you know what? Benjamin's not the kind of guy to get offended by that or hold a grudge. Just takes it on the chin, and he's like, bro, Flower, you'll never guess what a stupid construction worker did. And Gullidge is like, dude, I totally know what you mean. I bet he was just pushing you down the road, wasn't he? They're a bunch of turds, those construction workers, honestly. They're like bin men, They just don't give a crap. They're doing a job. They just don't care about us villagers. Bortflower's like, yeah. Hey, yeah, have you guys seen the latest Morningwood pamphlet? And of course he gives it to Paige, Benjamin, who instantly sits down to take a shit and reads the pamphlet. Okay? He hands it back to Bortflower, as you can see. He's like, thanks, man, that's a good pamphlet. And he's feeling slightly more enlightened now. Benjamin, he's thinking, I want to stay here for a while, okay? I've had a long journey to get here, and I kind of like it. It's much better than, the shitty life I was living in my one-bedroom flat, living above a stinky butcher's, with like a really low food hygiene rating. But holy shit, who's come to visit Paige? It's Paige's ex-wife, it's his mother, and his son. But it's not his... Oh, it is his son. It's his firstborn son. Okay. Well, that's nice, At least, I guess Benjamin and his ex-wife are still on friendly terms, even though... or maybe they're not. Maybe that's why the mother has to come, Because the ex-wife doesn't want to come to see Benjamin, but she knows that he has to see his children, but she doesn't want his children going to the prison without their mother. So she takes his mother as well, as like a neutral ground between them to keep everything happy. So Benjamin's feeling a little bit more, perky after... Jesus Christ, look at that guy. Wow. We're going to have to meet him at some point. But yeah, he's feeling a little bit more perky after seeing his family, He loves seeing his son. He had a little chat with him. He was telling him about, all the recent Blaze and the Monster Machine episodes that his dad's missed out on, and, they haven't been able to watch together. And, Benjamin, he's loving it, okay? He's sitting down, he's having a little chat over here with Daniel Perez. They're chatting about their kids, Perez is like, yeah, man, I got some kids too, I love my kids. My wife, she doesn't like to bring them to the prison though, We're still together. That's not a problem, She's totally not sleeping with the milkman at the moment. It's totally fine. I don't mind, but I just miss them, guy. And Benjamin's like, yeah, dude, bro, I totally get you, but I've just seen my kids, so fuck you, basically. And off he wanders. He's, after giving him the middle finger, he just goes to hide in the crowd. My God, the cooks are pushing him around now as well. That's pissed Benjamin off a little bit. Let's be honest. He's had a long day. It's been a nice day, but people just keep pushing him around. He was told this Morningwood place is like a place of enlightenment, a place of spirituality and privacy and freedom. And at the moment, like he's just getting pushed around by the staff. But you know what, Benjamin? Don't sweat it, all right, dude? We're going to fire those staff members just for you, okay? They're not going to work here anymore. They're going to go home to their families and be like, I was pushing the villagers around, and the boss found out, and now I'm a massive turd with no job. So Benjamin, don't you worry about it. But I think there's a little bit of free time just before bed. I think Benjamin's pretty tired though, especially after being pushed around a lot, He just wants to head back, put his head down on his pillow, have himself a nice nap. And yeah, I mean, it's good to see Benjamin. I really like Benjamin. I think Benjamin's going to be our new favourite. Okay, we're going to keep an eye on Benjamin, see what happens to him over the course of his time in Morningwood. Maybe tomorrow he'll get up, go and get a book out from the library, or who knows? Maybe he'll go and do some laundry, a bit of shopping, something like that. But I'm pretty pleased. Like, it's nice to see that actually. Oh shit. It's nice to see that actually they are going through the motions and using all of the facilities that we've actually given them. Jesus Christ, look at this. What a mess. Okay, so in the time that we were following Benjamin round, it looks like we've overloaded the power, okay? And I'm guessing that's because I might have installed some new lights about, okay? Specifically, I put 2 lights down here, which actually still seem to be working amusingly. And yeah, I mean, I guess that's got to be the cause, unless of course the workers probably hadn't actually put everything in yet, had they? I expect that's probably what the cause is. Can we please get rid of this washing machine quickly now? I want it gone quickly now, please. Quickly. Somebody. There we go. Somebody's coming in to dismantle it for me. Excellent. I think if we take one washing machine out, we're probably going to find that we can switch this thing back on. Oh. Even with no, there we go. I was going to say, even with the washing machine there, it stayed on, but then it did unfortunately die. I've got a feeling that's a side effect of the fact that everything on my PC seems to be grinding. After this recent Windows update. Is that okay now? All right, I think we're good now. And of course, we've got a little bit of space in the corner. What should we put in there? You know what I'm going to put in there, right? Of course, you know what I'm going to put in there. It's a pot plant. We're gonna give some symmetry to the pot plants in this building, okay? So yeah, one thing I should explain before we finish up today, I managed to fix the restaurant. You know what it was? It was because I turned it into the Rainforest Cafe. These corner bits, right, were blocked off and inaccessible. And for some reason, that meant that it basically decided none of these people could eat there, okay? And it's kind of annoying, because the flowers and stuff, they seem to, like, cut bits off. I don't know which flower it is specifically, but there's wait, hang on. Looks like it's I don't even know. Maybe it's just all the flowers. I don't know. Looks like the flowers can have some kind of adverse effect on the pathing and stuff, okay? But yeah, I installed a boiler up here, as you can see. It looks like it's not actually been. No, it has been connected up. Okay. Oh, silly me. I didn't connect up the hot water, all right? But yeah, I installed a boiler so that we could get some hot water up to this bit. Hopefully it should be enough to fill this circle, as you can see. I've kind of estimated it. I think it's going to be right. I haven't hooked in all of the radiators yet. It's got to be said. I did do most of the piping to, like, the showers and things, but the radiators they weren't in yet. I just, the Ambrosia district needs to be perfect, okay? And I wanted to make sure it was perfect. And in order to make sure it was perfect, everybody had to have a radiator, okay? And it's just my way. I like to make sure everybody is warm and cozy and comfortable. And when they leave us and go to tell people about the wonderful thing that is Morningwood and the wonderful place that is Morningwood, I don't want the first thing for them to say to be, it's nice, but it's fucking freezing, okay? Like, you don't want them to be saying, don't go outside to piss because your dick's going to fall off, or any of that kind of shit. We want only good things to be said about Morningwood. But yeah, okay, so at least now the Ambrosia district is completely complete. There's flowers scattered around, we've got some water fountains, everybody's got hot water, the restaurant's working. I really like it. I think next time we're going to spend like 5 minutes and just watch what happens here during a day. And then we're going to get back to the construction, okay? We're going to start getting some of the, let's oh no, we're not going to do it now. We're going to start getting some of the foundations down to get these buildings in place. And hopefully I can get this daily cash flow up a little bit as well, because that would be really nice. We need to get some exports on the go. Maybe we will make a wig production facility just here. Okay, like a low economy, industrial kind of building. That's what we're going to do next time. We're going to build our wig production building. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Let me know what you thought about, following one of these guys around. I don't know if it was enjoyable or not. TKO, I hope you enjoyed that. You've been asking for it for a little while. Don't forget to press the like button, leave a little comment. If you haven't subscribed, do subscribe. We've got some cool videos and things. And come and join us in Discord as well. And I will see you in the next video.